Good day, viewers. Welcome to Afris Concept TV, your number one reliable channel where you get updated and enlightened on what is happening around you. I appreciate you for the time spent while watching and viewing our channel. So if you are new on this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button to get updated whenever I drop any video. Trending news: reasons why the Igbo should be allowed to produce the president in 2023. It is time to do away with shop I shop politics. Mr. Chibike Rotimi Amechi, the immediate past Minister of Transportation, in their interview spoke on the state of the nation, how Nigerians' democracy can be depending, and why the Igbo should be allowed to produce a president in 2023, even though they weakened their chances by not voting President Muhammadu Buhari as the 2019 presidential election. On Nigeria's 20 years of democracy, it is a mixed bag of success and failure. Some expectations were met, some were not, but the majority of the Nigerian communities are disappointed because their expectation is very high. But what I will preach is that we should be more understanding. We expect that the leadership of the Nigerian, especially the second term of President Muhammadu Buhari, would improve on the economy and ensure that the economy would be able to create jobs and income for Nigerians so that they would live a happy life. Has this administration done enough to curb the issue of poverty you mentioned? Not even 3 and 4 administrations in Nigeria can do that because the level of poverty is deeply rooted. Look at it this way: if an economy is running purely on agriculture and a new president comes and say no, and that won't happen, we have to rigid the economy to create productivities because you cannot finish creating such products. It will take more than 15 years because at that period, you are not just talking about agriculture and you are talking about industrialization. You are talking about power. You are talking about roads and transportation. Now the president is focusing on roads, power and transportation. Look at the railway. If we do Lagos to Kaduna for 8.3 billion, of the 8.3 billion, 5 trillion is for just 1,500 kilometers of railway. Meanwhile, our budget is just 8 trillion. If you remove 8.5 trillion from our budget on railway lines, what about salaries and other sectors of the economy? So, no one government can fulfill all that. If it's a gradual process, and that's why we are taking the railway projects in several segments. And when we are under political pressure from everybody who wants rail lines in their side to be done, we have done Abuja to Kaduna, we have done Lagos to Ibadan, we have asked for a loan for Port Harcourt to Warri, and then Benin to Onitsha, while also trying to complete Ibadan to Kano on homogeneous borrowing to fix the rail lines. Do you think this borrowing is justified? Definitely, it is justified because we have not borrowed as much as they think. The problem of Nigeria is not borrowing, it's revenue. We don't have revenue. When they hear that we intend to borrow, they think we have borrowed. We borrowed 500 billion for Abuja to Kaduna, which was borrowed during former President Goodluck Jonathan's administration. The only thing we have borrowed is Buhari's administration, which is 1.3 billion, which we borrowed from China. Others are proposals we are looking for funds for. If I go to the press to announce that we need a loan of 8.2 billion to fix Lagos to Kano, it would be reported that we have borrowed such amount, but we have not. We have also proposed to the Chinese government that we need a loan of 5.3 billion to complete from Ibadan to Kano. They have not given us. They said they are coming to Nigeria to evaluate the loan. We have also proposed to them that we need 2.3 billion to do Port Harcourt to Warri, Benin to Onitsha, but they have not given us. The only money we borrowed is 1.3 billion, which we are using to build Lagos to Ibadan. So, in terms of loans, Nigeria is one of the least indebted countries in the world. The problem we have is that we don't have revenue, because if we have the revenue, we won't be able to refund the loan. So there is a need to work on how to create revenue. People are not paying their taxes. Our revenue is only focused on oil. There is a need to create small and medium enterprises. What about electricity? The next thing the government is focusing on is power. We got 7,000 megawatts and we are distributing. Viewers, thank you for listening to this news. With the news that you just listened to by Mr. Chibike Rotimi Amechi, with all his statements concerning our country, what is your take on that? If you have any comments on what he said about Buhari and our country, kindly drop your comments below. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to get more updates whenever I publish any video. Thank you and God bless you.